right, though. Good stuff, people. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, and that is we have Ghost versus Franklin. So this is an ongoing topic that I've been seeing on social media with a lot of things where folks were saying, who would you rather have? Like they'll give you scenarios such as you got somebody on your ass and you gotta move a certain amount of crates by a certain amount of time. Who would you choose to be your, your kingpin, Franklin or Ghost? So that is the topic at hand. Wendell Pierce was Bunk in The Wire. RSJ was Chris Breaklow. Tommy Egan's rival. Dean in book three was D'Angelo. The Haitian Drifty in OG Power was Mario. Stanfield, Benny was Herc, all from The Wire. Yeah. Until Origins, we don't know Young Ghost. Well, we're not comparing the Young Ghost. We're comparing what we saw OG Power Ghost versus Franklin. So you take Franklin over Ghost. What is your reasoning for it? Takara, you disqualified because you haven't seen Snowfall yet, and he definitely is also a fuck up. So that's not really fair for you to be able to say that. Young Ghost is crank, nigga. Stop. Steve and support, y'all can definitely dive in. Y'all silent as hell.
Oh, I mean, would I choose Frank Nova Ghost? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
So who? Hold on. Who you saying you'll choose?
I said I would choose Ghost over Franklin.
Okay, so you would say Ghost. What about you, support?
Yeah.
I'll say Ghost.
Ghost. Okay.
Yeah.
Franklin is more believable. Had more grit and maneuvered a lot at a young age. Ghost didn't have that type of money at 30.
And some fans find Ghost to be more complaint character, while others anger Frank journey from Perville to become a powerful dealer, make for a better writer story. I would say Ghost. I would say that because he was the biggest drug dealer in New York City, and he much had his business running, and he Ghost sold drugs out of his club.
No, it's crazy. I originally my thought was gonna be Ghost, but after kind of thinking about it, kind of what you said, judging by what Ali just said, it just might be Franklin because, of course, Ghost was older than Franklin. But then, if you think about it, Franklin had a whole lot of money. That is true, and he actually was expanding to other regions as well. And Ghost never did that. He controlled, the five boroughs, but he never expanded to like St. Louis and shit like that. And then this is like it's like Franklin had $73 million because they started in what year? 80. I want to say they started the show started what 85 maybe 83, 83, 85, some shit like that, and it ended in 91. So he didn't have a very so I but Franklin wasn't still pushing during that time. I think his reign stopped in 80. maybe like 87 or whatever. So just in that little time, he was able to come up on $73 million, bro. That's a lot of fucking money. Like Ghost didn't have that shit in modern day time. So I mean, that's a strong argument. I mean, obviously, Ghost is stronger than him physically, but like the operation that Franklin was able to build, can't argue that.
Yeah, and some fans believe Frank was a better writing character due to his repair and growing from a underdog to a drug lawyer, while others perform the complaints in naturally as of Ghost.
But you know what? I'm
I
also
mean, yeah, because it's all for me to see. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you can go.
no. Go ahead and finish your statement.
I mean, dude, compare. I mean, Ghost. I say he's better than Frank on the
You-
show
I was gonna
because
go.
Ghost was a beast.
Yeah, so this is what I was gonna say. Because also on the flip side, contrary to what I just said, of course Franklin did build more wealth than Ghost. But I think this is more so that Snowfall had better writers than the Power. Because some of the stuff with Power don't make sense. And I'll just touch on just a few of it. In season 6, because Ghost first and foremost, before I say that, Ghost operations were way better than Franklin. Like this nigga had 3 nightclubs where he can, where he could clean money. He had, washing folks. Then he started tapping into real estate. Like this nigga had a lot of different, businesses going on under the radar without being detected, right? Franklin had some stuff, but he didn't have no shit like that. He just had a whole bunch of. I think what it was more so for Franklin was the time period, because nobody had ever seen crack cocaine before in that particular parts, so he was able to take advantage of that and come up. See, Ghost was dealing with a different animal because coke was already very much popular in his time zone. Now I'm gonna go to the right. You remember in season 6 when Tariq did and was kidnapped by Vincent, even though it was a fake kidnapping. But still, when he was kidnapped by Vincent, Vincent was asking him for $2 million in 24 hours, right? How the hell can Ghost and Tommy come up with $2 million? But they move all that money. Tommy had the money to get
Yep,
the
and
loan.
Tyreek got kidnapped by Vinny.
Like it just the writing just was
Yeah,
off. There's no way he had all of that. You telling me he couldn't get nothing to come up with $2 million? They had to just move that weight that quick and stuff like that. It didn't make sense. Bad writing. Just gonna keep it 100. Like all the stuff that he be getting and doing, but he couldn't come up with. Just like when they was trying to get bail for Ghost when he was first arrested. It just didn't make sense that he didn't have $1 million. You tell me you can get some money out of some of the you can pawn something like put something up for collab. Anything he could have done to come up with that. I just think it was bad. Right? He should have had him and Tommy should have had like $1 million apiece. You know, to put it up in there. Much money as they supposed to have made during that time period. It just didn't make sense. So I think that's kind of
yeah, because Tyreek was getting kidnapped.
that would
Yeah, Tyreek got kidnapped by Vinny and got hit in the ribs with the oranges,
that's kind of the
and
reason
they got robbed by Jason.
that's kind of the reason why he wasn't able to I think he wasn't able to have the amount of money that um Franklin was able to come up with because the writing wouldn't allow him to. But if you go by what the type of moves they was making, he should have had more money. So let me catch up on some of these comments. Hold on, Takara. You said when it comes to drug dealing, I would bet it all on Effie. Why the hell would you bet it all on Effie? I mean, she's smart as hell, but I don't know if I'll say that. In the 80s, 90s, flying planes himself. That is true. I'm going to be biased, but I'm going to go with Ghost. Ghost wouldn't put himself in a position to lose $72 million. I'm gonna also say this though for Franklin. I'm gonna give Franklin a little grace as well. He he was going up against the CIA. Like that's a different animal. Like Ghost didn't have to go up against the CIA. Of course, the Feds was messing with him, but the Feds wasn't working with him in the beginning so that they could know exactly how his operation worked. And they don't really have to prove what he is because they know, Teddy knew what he was because he was the one supplying it. So that's another thing that we got to put into consideration. Franklin started the crack era. Yeah. Franklin had some crazy character development. Season one, who wouldn't go to lengths to get his shit back the way he did with Teddy in the final season. Yeah. Franklin Saint was a bad motherfucker. It would be close. I don't know if he would win, but he'll definitely have Ghost stressed out if they were in competition with each other. Franklin Saint putting tired face to the stove was hilarious. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite scenes, DeMarcus. You said you want to cook, huh? Cook there, nigga. One of my favorite damn scenes of the entire series, actually. Franklin versus Dre would have would,
Dude, Franklin probably would take out Dre that quick,
yeah.
that easy.
Nah, I don't think that's comparable. No, Franklin. I'm gonna easily pick Franklin over Dre because if you pay attention, Dre kept on every time going down.
And then he said he survived. He was getting shot by the Syrians. He survived. He was getting then he was kidnapped by BG and Spanky and Two Pit in the trunk. They ain't take him out. They had him tied up, but he ended up asking BG for his phone. He ended up taking a strap out and shot him in the neck because he let his guard down.
We can measure the time period, but New York has more movement in them clubs too. hmm Y'all see the picture of Ghost in the upper hand, right hand corner? That's Ghost calling Tommy to cancel Franklin's Christmas all while he's on the way to shake hands with Franklin. Yeah, Ghost was older than Franklin. Yeah, he was older for sure. I guess you can. Franklin started going all in as the show went on. You can't compare Franklin to Ghost because Ghost was older than Franklin. Hey, don't matter. There ain't no age range in the game. It's either you that nigga or you ain't. I mean, I get it. The older you are, the more experience, sure. But we also are comparing shows. It's not like this shit is real. Franklin and Ghost, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant of dealing of drug dealing. That's a great. I think that's a pretty good comparison. So you taking Franklin, DeMarcus? Gotcha. This is a this is an argument also as to why Tasha and them wasn't ready to lead the game fully. They still were trying to make legit money. Well, yeah, and keep in mind that Franklin had real estate going on too, so he had a lot of legit money too. That 73 million was legit money. And keep in mind, he had other millions that, at least for sure, 5 million that was, you know, he had 5 million that was, dirty cash money that Peaches ended up stealing. Yeah, Franklin wasn't no joke at all. All those times Dre survived wasn't realistic and damn one damn bit. Jerome slapping Franklin in the bar was funny as fuck. Highly recommend y'all smoking a blunt and watching the slap scene at 2.0 speed. No way Big Meech is Jordan. Ghost was Mitch Mitch Richmond. He just don't like Ghost. But anyways, also to address some of the some of the other comments I seen earlier when y'all was arguing over which show is better. I'm gonna put it like this: Power is my favorite show, but Snowfall is the better show. And I know coming from me, this kind of seemed crazy. And when I told this to one of my homeboys, they were like, "Damn, I'm surprised to hear you say that," because he knows how big of a Power fan I am. But if you just go by the overall um, quality of the show, the writing, the character breakdown, the cinematography, the how much is realistic and stuff like that, Snowfall wins. Now, Stars Power was the bigger show, the more popular show. But if you're just going by the overall of it, which show is better? Snowfall is better. Most definitely, Louis was really about them streets. Louis was tougher than Tasha. Yeah, I'd say she was tougher. She was tougher. We actually seen Louis beat somebody ass before. We never seen Tasha. Hold on though.
I mean, we seen. Wait a minute, we seen Charge throw them hands with the kitchen seasons. I mean, season six on episode 8. We seen Tarsha and Keisha throw them hands. They was fighting over the gun, and then Tarsha turned and it went off on Keisha, and she ended up finishing her off.
We did see her fight Lakeisha. That's true. Hmm. And what I was gonna get ready to ask though is that we actually see Louis catch up. Yeah, she took out Claudia. She killed Claudia. So do they both got one body apiece? Because Louis took out Claudia, Tasha took out Lakeisha. But let's be real.
Yeah, and she only dropped one body.
Let's be real though. She took out one of her best friends. Louis took out an enemy. So that is different. Power is plot armor city, but we still love them. That is true. I haven't finished Snowfall, so I can't really speak on Franklin, but I respect and recognize his rank. Yeah, Franklin was that dude. Ooh, that was a mother thing for Tasha. We do whatever for our kids. Let's not forget Tasha also popped Monet. Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, I don't know, y'all. We might have to have a different live and do Tasha versus Louis since this is sparking up. But I don't know. After Takara just brought that up, cause it's crazy. I actually forgot about this shit. I don't know. Y'all might be trying to test Tasha gangster because she did do some shit. She sprayed Monet ass up, and still to this day she don't know that happened. Well, she died not knowing that happened. And I think
And didn't need much.
if it would have came down to it, she probably would have
Yeah,
tried
and
to.
Tarsha didn't know.
Tasha didn't do nothing when Monet owed her Tariq her son. You referring to the first season? I'm guessing. Queen Louis Rock is a snitch. I know you ain't trying to compare Louis to Rock.
Mm-mm.
Hey, yeah, we should have a topic: the best queen pins ever. Topic. I think I add that to one of these. Throw Louis in there, Rock, Tasha. Um, we can throw Noma in there. Too bad. I'm pretty sure it's probably some female, um, the Wire characters and the Shy. Too bad I don't watch that, so I really wouldn't be able to participate. Tasha told Kanan to his face that she would take him out. She did. She told him, "If you fool with me, nigga, I swear to God, I will get you back." Louis and Rock got the same energy. Yeah, I think they more compare. They're similar for sure. But I think Rock a bigger gangster than Louis. Rock the damn near the boss of all bosses when it comes to women. Rock didn't give a damn. Rock didn't give a damn about nobody, nothing. Tasha gangster did a drill while in witness protection. Facts. That is true. Noma was trash. Hey, Noma may have been trash, but she still had the biggest operation that we damn near seen in power history. Like the character may have been trash, but you still gotta respect what she accomplished. Not gonna lie, Kanan probably clapped them cheeks, and that's why she was partially mad. I've been saying that's what it is. Tasha about that action. Don't sleep on it. Tasha not a queen pin. She made too many mistakes. She a shooter though. So what was the mistakes that Tasha made? Rock turn off lights. Rock didn't eliminate nobody major. Uh, let's see. She took out Howard. I didn't see anything. She took out a cop. She took out Juliana. Let's see who else she dropped. She took out Cartier. You tripping? Rock was out there. Rock was out there getting the work.
And I see all in time my normal was trash. I mean, Norma was a cartoon character in this show.
She was absolutely.
I ain't like her. I didn't like
Nobody
her.
liked. Nobody liked it. She's a sweet lady in person though. Rock don't do much talking. She cut the lights out and let Kanan monologue over your dead body. I swear to God, Rock gonna stare your ass and then you gonna hear OG Kanan. And that's when problems start. Shit get out of hand. But when it's time to really throw them hands, what you gonna do about it? Yeah. And Rock be having the coldest punchlines, bro. Like she be having the coldest lines, bro. When it comes to when she about to go ready to do something, her lines be legendary. You said I got a post as to why Noma is trash. No, no, I'm not asking you why. I get why what you're saying, but all I'm saying is you got to respect the level of success she did. Now that can't be disputed. She damn near was the richest person in power. Here go here go your hand. It's what you owe. A dollar. Yeah, Cartier was tough until he went. When Noma was first introduced, thought she'll be a beast, but then they needed her as another idiot to get outsmarted by the main character.
I I
I mean,
I,
Norma either much,
I meant nerfed.
yeah, because Norma either much come from London. She was looking for Mega. That's what she trying to find out who took Mega out. That's what she came there for. And came there to try to get and marry Kane. And Monet told Kane don't marry her, and he ended up marrying her anyway and turn around and Kane ended up getting killed and she ended up taking out Monet.
Rock killed
And dude,
Scrappy and D Wiz, although not major those deals. Now, Scrap was kind of big, but Lulu took out D Wiz. She just called made the order. I forgot about Scrap, but yeah, she took out Scrap too. Yeah, Rock them took some folks out.
yep, and Rocky ended up taking out Juliana.
Yeah, the biggest one, Rock got four people that's kind of big that she took out. You got Scrap,
Yep, and turn around.
you got Detective Howard, Juliana, and
Yep, she took him out.
Cartier. That's four people. That's pretty big,
And her and Lulu took him out in the elevator.
right? That's
But
why Monet was never scared of her. She killed Monet out of jealousy.
I can't be the only one that think that Juliana's death was pointless and unnecessary.
Yeah, because Juliana was the one turned on Rock, and then she ended up getting her product stolen out of the store from Unique after Unique robbed her and kidnapped her, and Rocket ended up saving her ass. And after that, Juliana started joining the Italians. That's
She
when she
saved
started joining.
Rock saved her twice
Yeah,
from
but
her.
she turned it on Rock. Rock saved it twice, but she turned it on her and sold the store.
Well, I gotta disagree with saying that it was pointless because one, it was revenge, like y'all just kind of went over, and then on top of that, the major reason why she had to take out Juliana was to cut Ronnie and Kanan's pipeline out. Keep in mind, she was trying to get Kanan away from Ronnie. So, in order to do that, she needed to take out Day Plug, which was Juliana. So, it was definitely, you know, not a pointless death. Yeah, they gotta respect Rock Gangster for sure. Henry, aka Henry, the stud from BMF, got to be in the discussion too. You know what's crazy though, bro? Although she was trash, in a way, Takari got a point because the bitch was slick against it. No lie, just nobody liked her. But hold on, I just thought about it. Where does where does Jukebox land in this discussion? I mean, she wasn't necessarily a drug dealer, but if we talking about gangsters, we gotta throw her up in there.
No,
Dude, Jukebox though ain't never dropped the body. Wait a minute, Jukebox only dropped the body one time. I remember when Marvin was fighting with her girlfriend daddy, and she had to run and saved him and saved Marvin, and she went in the hotel and shot the dude in the back.
Yeah, but we don't know what she's gonna do in season five,
She only dropped one body.
and we know for sure she take out that dude. Keep in mind, we got to factor in OG Jukebox too. It's not just Raising Canaan. She took out the first thing we seen her. She took out somebody. I think that might be it though.
yeah, she killed old boy the same way that adult jukebox killed that dude in the original Power.
That Juliana Pack was smoking good though. Hold on. That's a lot of messages I missed. Hold on. Queen Louie is better than Rock all day. Rock is a snitch, just like Tasha.
Dude, I ain't never seen Rock snitched on his show.
Nah, Rock is definitely a snitch. We can't even argue that.
She got high post killed.
She snitched on.
But
She
the only
snitched
thing
on
I
you.
know what Rock did, but she lied to her son.
No, she snitched on Unique. She legit went to the police, which was Detective Howard, and reported, where Unique was getting his shipment
Right.
at, got it taken. So yeah, she's absolutely a snitch.
She snitched on him.
What was the point of romance?
So, but I'm trying to think, did Louis ever snitch on somebody? Depending on whose definition of snitching we talking about. Because in my opinion, I'm thinking the laws.
That's
Talk.
fact, Slim. My fault.
We can discuss Henry, discuss her ass from existence.
And
Who
dude,
did
and here he look like Buffy the vampire.
jukebox a crash out? She absolutely is. She was the biggest gang in America. Juliana was a major. Shoot, she was a major connect kind of though. Jukebox is going to be a combination of Marvin and Raquel, and I'm here for it.
You know, Juliana wouldn't have betrayed Rock if, in her mind, she would have dealt with Unique.
You said Jukebox
Like,
boosted out of shit.
Hmm? You said what?
I was reading the comment.
Oh. Wait, the Steven said something?
I don't think so.
oh no, I was letting him read the comments, so I don't want to cut. I don't want to just interrupt.
Shay Wu up in there now. Now my boy Jukebox caught a body and she won a 3 versus 1 in the subway. Damn near killed 3 niggas plus OC brother off rip. She's slowly getting there. By season 5, she's catching bodies. Hey, I definitely agree. And I'm here for it. Of course y'all don't root for Rock because she the star.
Oh yeah, because Rock is the main Fatima character of the show.
I did like how Noma versus Monet highlighted our differences and under, they underestimated us American blacks.
Yeah, because Monet was she dropped 20 bodies of Norma Mans in the show. Then she right when Norma was trying to get her kids kidnapped, she came back and shot through that glass. And then to show me what came to mom at. And Monet went out like a G. She done dropped 20 bodies trying to save her son.
Noma was not the biggest body in power history.
He talking about Monet.
Oh, he said Noma has the biggest body in power history. I don't know. If Ghost dead, Tariq got the biggest body. It all depends on whether or not Ghost is dead or not. But since I think Ghost is alive, yeah, you're right. Unless unless Rock is actually dead, then that means Cannon got the biggest body.
I still think she alive.
I think so too.
Jukebox Noah Diana characters are believable. Hmm. I disagree with that. I think Jukebox character is very believable. I never seen in Raising Canaan.
Yeah,
I haven't
because I
seen
think
one unrealistic thing.
yeah, because they had developed jukebox character all the way to season 4. So
Because
she gonna
let's be real. Let's go down the line of all the things Jukebox has done. In season one, all she did, I don't think she did nothing really in season one. She just got into it with some people, but I don't think she got into no physical altercations that I can remember in season one. Now, season two, she got into some fights. Like she beat up that boy, which is possible. You got niggas that get beat up. But
Corey, she beat him up
mhm.
because yeah, Corey snitched on her to her mama and told him she was gay to the church member. They was beating her down. They done tied up in the chair, beating her on her hand. That was set up by Corey.
Yeah, and then season three, um, she got to fighting at the subway. She beat up them girls 3-on-1. That's not unrealistic.
Yep, and Crystal was the one
Right.
sick them girls
Yeah.
on the jukebox.
So that's not unrealistic. I've definitely seen people get their ass beat 3-on-1 before. That do happen. Especially women. If it's a woman that can fight really good, that you can probably take on three women. So that's not unrealistic. And then her first body, sneaking up behind somebody and shooting them, especially that she just came from the army, so she knows how to shoot. That's not unrealistic.
And she's
So
Marvin's seed after all.
and she comes from is genetics. Genetics. She's Marvin's daughter and Rock's niece. That's not unrealistic at all. Now Diana, mm, I would say that Diana would be more unrealistic than Jukebox. But even hers wasn't too bad. I mean, because she lost her mama and she lost her baby. Those are two things that could make somebody snap. So, and then just keep in mind genetics. Lorenzo was her dad. Monet was her mom. So I don't think that was unrealistic. As much now, Power does have some real unrealistic shit. More so the original Power have a lot of unrealistic and book two. But I don't think Diana was really one of them. Where book two has the most unrealistic shit. It was a lot of shit that just was cap. But I don't think nothing that Diana did was unrealistic. Tariq, yes. Braden, yes. Kane, yes.
Wait, what Braden did that was unrealistic?
Braden, it was unrealistic for Braden when they put like he went up and him and Tariq went up and against Noma's men and took them out like that. And this nigga never shot a day in his life like that.
I mean, Braden was the one took out his uncle and threw him off the balcony,
Yeah,
and
pushed
he
him
went
off.
and shot that cokehead.
He went.
There's a difference between pushing somebody off a roof that's not prepared for it, and the crackhead that you're talking about came after that, and that's one person that was unarmed. You went against trained soldiers, Noma's trained soldiers. You never shot nobody a day in your
Yep,
life.
and took out Norma man.
It felt like Tariq and him came up and was able to take them out. Unrealistic.
He went hunting with
Yeah,
his
just to get the
family.
Norma daughter.
So Braden has them. That's not realistic. You're not about to convince me that a boy basically that never shot nobody a day in his life is going to be able to accomplish that. They would
He
got their there.
he learned how to shoot from hunting with his family, with the deers and all that.
I don't want to hear he would have got his ass shot. I don't think that's realistic.
Yep, run into the gun accidentally.
But yeah, y'all do got a point though. I'll give you that. He did used to practice on them deers. So that make it a little bit, but I still just don't think because shooting, I know for sure, as a person that has shot an animal before hunting, I'm not about to incriminate myself on none of this shit, but it ain't the same. That's all I'm gonna say. Hunting somebody at the woods is not the same as running up and shooting against trained soldiers and accomplishing it. I don't think it's 100% impossible, but I think it's not very realistic. But absolutely, even if y'all don't want to go with Braden, absolutely, Kane and Tariq, a lot of unrealistic shit.
That nigga Tariq learned how to shoot from playing Call of Duty.
Right, because Ghost and the,
Yep, because I seen him playing that video game. When he be on that game, he don't be missing while he shooting.
they both was raised in and out. How are they not believable? Many females jump off the porch. Not gonna niggas still considering that this after actually liked Henry character too. Which woman in power has the highest body count? Kills, not sex. Let's see. I gotta think about that. I never really thought about it. Uh, Low key, I think it's Noma. I'm gonna have to really go back and think it over.
Yeah, though, because Norma was the one took out her right hand man, Obi, because he was the one gave up them green cards to Braden and Tariq.
Because we know it's not Tasha. We know it's not
Mm.
Lakeisha. Um, we get to book two, which we know it's not Effie. We know it's not Diana. It could be Monet. Let me debate Monet and Noma because Monet took that dude out that she thought stole from her at the bar. She took out. Let's see, who else did she take out? I mean, are we count? Here's the question. Here's the question, Kalinga. Are we counting? Which I would say we're not. Are we counting like just regulars, people that was like extras that got that was regular soldiers that got killed, or we only count people that it was characters that actually had names? Because we talking about characters that had names. It still would be between Monet and Nova because Monet also took out Rico. And let's see, we get to season two. Hmm. That's when she killed that dude that she thought stole from her at the bar. Uh,
She killed the nigga from Fresh,
from where?
Yeah, though, and then she killed.
the
Yeah,
movie
because
Fresh.
she ended up killing. I mean,
Who
her husband connect
what scene are you speaking of?
Rio. She killed Rio.
I would say Rico.
In season 3
Season three.
when she set up.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got
Yeah,
you. That's actually the same dude from the wood too.
Big Mike.
Uh-huh.
I
So
forgot
him,
his. Sorry.
that's three. That's three for her. Bodies that people that actually had names. Characters that actually had.
Yeah, but then she set up her own husband. Though
I don't count
he killed
Lorenzo.
Gordo.
She didn't physically do it. I'm talking about the people that
No, she ain't. She ain't took him out.
yeah, we physically seen them take out. So, uh, so far I don't count it three for Monet, but I feel like it's more than that. Anyways, let's get to Noma. So Noma took somebody out the first introduction when she chopped off that woman's hand and took her out. So that's
Yep, and took the wedding ring out her fingers.
then she took out Obi. We know that's two. She stabbed.
Yeah, that was.
Let me see. Yeah, who else did she take out? She got two. She took out Monet. That's three.
Oh, she was gonna take out Kane too. She had him tied up,
Yeah, but we ain't talking about, you
but
know,
she.
possibility. We talking about people she actually went through with and took out.
She killed her daughter
Oh,
and father.
Yeah, but she didn't physically do that. She set it up, but she didn't physically do it.
mm, Diana had took out Andrea Covington.
Yeah, Diana took out Anya and Felicia. That's her two bodies.
Yeah, there's two bodies.
It look like it might be a tie between Noma and Monet. But I can't think of nobody else. Let me see what the chat got. The chat might have some people that I can't think of right now. Jukebox, a whole soldier, military mind from Rock. Hold on. Rock took out the most bodies. I just thought about it. What the fuck? It's Rock. Because I already done counted four for Rock already. Yeah, that's what it is. Rock. To me, every character is un, way unbelievable, like Lala. So what makes you say Epi's character is unrealistic? That's without me even actually thinking about it, but I'm just asking you the question. Teenage Jukebox would turn Diana out. Maybe. The Tejadas lived in the projects too. I went to Whataburger, ate, and came back, and you still on live. Real nigga. Yeah, I probably got like maybe another hour to go because I feel like I ain't even got to that last topic yet. So I got a little minute. I don't think every or Tariq are geniuses like people act like they are either. Well, Diana will become the most ruthless character in Power history. How many drills have y'all been on in real life? Therefore, you not certified to speak on what's realistic and what's not. And Anya didn't hear a single thing. Like that's not realistic. Yeah, that's true too. The fact that they feel like them shots went off without her noticing, even though I think they did have on silencers, so I guess it's possible. But still,
Yeah, because they had the gun on. She had the gun on. It's a silencer. She had the gun on her on it.
You know, at first I thought they was gonna make Anya like a parallel to Tariq.
yeah, like he said, them deers weren't shooting back. Tariq scene was the same too in that car with headphones. Yep, that was fake too. But the Anya one was a whole ass 2 minute shootout. It was. It was. Trying to tell y'all my little cousin gonna run Queens and give Tariq a run for his money. She got the name too. Effie is the female version of Ludacris character from Fast and the Furious. Stay acting shit. Monet, I think, has the highest body count. Nah, I think it's The Rock. But let me read and see what y'all saying. The bar, the plug, them dudes at the shootout in the end. Yeah, that's why I was saying I'm not counting people that didn't. I'm only counting people that actually had a name, like they in the credits, because it'd be way too hard to count all them people. It's Monet or Rock as far as skills. It's Rock for sure. Stop hating on Rock, DeMarcus. Damn. Oh yeah, you right. I forgot about Mecca and Carrie. Ooh, and Kevin. You right, y'all. Rock was Monet was tearing folks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And Kara Milgram was the one
Yeah, I
hanging
forget all them people.
herself.
Monet was tearing folks' ass up in that bitch. Yeah, I we don't found it. Yeah, it's absolutely.
Oh, and she ended up shooting that cop who
Yeah,
were trying to break in her house. I
oh,
mean Kenny. She ended up killing him.
He said that. He said Kevin Woodman. That's who that is. The detective. She didn't take out the Castillo family though. Kane and Rock did. I mean, Kane and Drew did. Claudia and Rock have the same body count. Claudia. Who the hell did Claudia take out? She killed Mecca, Kevin Whitman, Carrie, Milgram, Rico, and DC Joe. So did. Damn.
Claudia only killed Liliana and the cook.
Mm.
Yeah, those two bodies, and then the other thing, I don't think Claudia got stabbed by Lily, sister, in the jailhouse when Tommy
No,
was the one called her, but I don't think she survived. Lily is.
I am counting. Yeah, off-screen kills count as long as they actually did it. It do count. But I'm saying like
And
people.
Claudia killed Waltman.
Anytime you take out somebody that doesn't have a name, like meaning so just a regular one of somebody's soldiers that you so happen to be shooting, that don't count.
Wait,
Yep.
she killed her. Claudia
And
killed her
Claudia and Vic
girlfriend
was
too.
the one killed Walter and the brother-in-law.
Monet has the most bodies. Noma killed Noma killed her baby daddy. Oh yeah, she did. Noma took out her baby daddy too. That's another one for her. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm convinced Monet has the most.
Claudia also killed her girlfriend too. So
Braden
Yep.
was a six too. Yeah. I think you're talking about when Braden called them up in the what was that, the parking lot for episode 1 of season 4.
that's not snitching because Tariq told him to do that.
Monet has more bodies than Noma. Yep. But escorts do not count because you're not going to be able to count all the escorts. That's why I said they don't count. I didn't say side characters don't, but escorts do not. But yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say we ain't even got to talk about it no more. It's definitely Monet. So on to go ahead. You got to say something.
I was saying, where they be getting this stuff that Braden's a snitch?
Demarcus got a different definition of snitching, bro. Yeah, I saw that they said DC Joe too. Yeah, Monet got a lot of bodies, bro. I had forgot. My bad, Monet. I forgot about how gangster you are. But
Who's
Monet,
D? Who's DC Joe?
DC Joe was the dude that remember in season 1 that tried to show up when they was like when Monet was telling them we only getting a certain amount, and he was like, "Well, I brought this, so you gonna have to take the whole thing." And he tried to like pull a knife on her, and she struggled with him, fought him off, and then once Tariq came in, because remember Kane didn't show up, which normally he does the job, but after that, Monet ended up struggling for fighting with him. Tariq showed up, distracted him, and Monet popped him. That guy. So yeah, put some respect on Monet's name, my crash out cousin.